Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I'm so glad to have you all here. Welcome online. I'm Audrey White, and I am the Vice President of the board here, and I'm also a practitioner student in training. So I'm so excited. And, and today we have the wonderful, magnificent, radiant Reverend Rasheryl speaking. And we also have the amazing Etienne back as our musical guest. We are so glad you're here. So I just invite you all to stand up and sing our opening song with us. And it's one big family because we are one big family.
Get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Come on. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
So I am so grateful to be here to do this call of service. And really this time is to call ourselves back to our heart and our home. So calling our energy back into the space, but really that call is for us, to center us, to know that we are one. So as the bowl rings, just allow this bowl to center you, the vibrations to fill every cell of your body, and to know that we are home.
Good morning. Welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Rasheryl McCreary, the Spiritual Director, and we are now going to journey into prayer. I will do a spoken prayer, and then after that, we will do a sung prayer. Spirit. And so just taking a deep breath all the way down to the belly and just settle in. How good it is to be here this morning, how good it is to recognize the divine presence. That presence that has no presence that is everywhere, all powerful, all knowing, all loving, ever intelligent, infinite. And knowing and sensing and feeling right here, right now, that presence is immediate. It is intimate. The divine presence expressing through each of us, expressing through every aspect of this time we spend together in this Sunday gathering. And so I just know that we are each blessed, that we are blessed by the sound of pure spirit moving through the music, that we are blessed by the activity of spirit moving through the production team. We are blessed by the voice of spirit, the words of spirit moving through the talk. We are blessed by the joyful noise that we make together in this sacred space. And not only are we blessed by this and our beloveds online, we are blessings. We are blessings in this world. And so I'm just grateful this morning to be here. I'm grateful for this Sunday gathering. I'm grateful for every individual who has showed up and said yes, who has contributed, who is here. And so with deep gratitude this morning, I release this word. I let it be. We say together, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. And I now invite you to sing Sweet Spirit and bless this space. And I invite you to also hold our beloveds in Minnesota in your heart as we sing this song, calling forth divine presence in what appears to be very dark.
Sweet Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Sweet Spirit,
Sweet Spirit,
Sweet Spirit,
Sweet Spirit,
take over this place.
take over this place,
Take over this place.
take over this
Mighty Spirit,
mighty Spirit,
Mighty Spirit,
mighty Spirit,
take over this place.
take over this place,
Take over this place.
take over this
Mighty Spirit,
mighty Spirit,
Mighty Spirit,
mighty Spirit,
take over this place.
take over this place,
Take over this place.
take over this
Holy Spirit,
Holy Spirit,
Holy Spirit,
Holy Spirit,
take over this place.
take over this place,
Take over this
take
place.
over this place,
Healing Spirit,
Healing Spirit,
Healing Spirit,
Healing Spirit,
take over this place.
take over this place,
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 Take over this place.
So taking a moment to just let that sink in, knowing that sweet spirit has taken over this place. So I'm here to just welcome, with a grateful heart, Etienne David France is back with us and is our musical guest today. So thank you so much for being here. And Etienne has been playing and performing for 25 years. So he sings, he raps, he plays guitar, bass guitar, upright bass, kind of does it all. And if you haven't seen it with his upright bass, I hope he brings it back sometime soon. Just a little hint there.
Depends on the song.
And he is also the music minister at Inner Light Ministries in Santa Cruz. And they meet from 3 to 5 on the first Sunday at the Resource Center for nonviolence in Santa Cruz. So you can always do some double duty and come here in the morning and go see Etienne on the first Sunday of the month. So take it away. Thank you.
Something's calling me. Something's calling me. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Feel like I'm walking on marble. Can't feel the earth beneath my feet. Is my head in the clouds, my naked legs left dangling? I can feel my heart begin to pound. Everybody say, something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Long dark night, my soul it wanders. Can't see the light that moves me. If God is everything and everywhere that I belong, Spirit gently wakes me from my sleep. Come on. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Let's get it quiet. Oh Lord, oh Lord, pull me deeper than I ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, pull me deeper than I ever been before. Oh Lord, I know I'm not the only one who live inside these blues. Oh Lord, I surrender my life to you. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I surrender my life to you. One more time. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I give my life, I give my love to you. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Peace. Peace is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Compassion. Compassion's calling me a little bit deeper than I've
ever been before. My faith keeps calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. It's a little more peace, a little more peace. Peace is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. All right, gentle. God is calling me, and I'm deeper than I've ever been before. Namaste.
Band, please. Can we go back to the band? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, how beautiful that is. Etienne, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that gorgeousness. And Thomas Hughes, our new musical director, thank you for that gorgeousness. And Jamie, tell me your last name, Jamie. Last name, Larkin. Yes, Jamie Larkin, our new drummer and percussionist. Yes. So incredible. So incredible. Oh my goodness. And that song by the great Jamie Lula. The great, great Jamie Lula. So we'll have to make sure to post that so Jamie can see what gorgeousness is happening here with his music. Oh my goodness. How are y'all doing today? Good. Good. It's so good to see you this morning. So good to be here this morning. So here we are. It's the end of January. Can you believe that? You can. Damon, that's not the right answer. There's always one in the audience. There's always one in the audience. So it's the end of January, and this year has been all about the art of conscious creation, the art of consciously creating our lives and our collective experience. And we're going to be talking about that all year. And this month, we have been talking about creating your next chapter, right? Create your next chapter. And so this week, we're going to talk a little bit more about how do we embody this stuff, because as you all know, I love this philosophy. I've grown up in science of mind philosophy. But in order for us to actually change ourselves and change the planet, we have to embody this stuff and live it, right? It's not enough just to know all the pretty words and concepts. And so I just want to remind us where we've been, right? The first week we talked about plugging in, powering up and plugging into source, just like we plug up our cell phones. And then the next week we talked about the source code within, right? That set of instructions that guide our lives, guide our actions. And are we running from the world source code of lack, limitation, competition, right, which is the predominant source code of the world, or are we running from the source code of the divine, which is abundance, light, love, oneness? And then last week was our anniversary, which was incredible. Yes, it was incredible. And so if you haven't seen it, go online, take a look at the video. We weren't able to make it work here, but there's a beautiful video from our first year of different events and social gatherings we had. But last week, we talked about moving from reaction to creation. Is that right, y'all? Okay, thank you. And so that was really us really remembering that the most powerful place we can be at any given time is in a place of creating. That is a conscious choice we're making to build, to create, to generate, versus just reacting to what's happening. Because there's plenty of things happening for us to react to. But the power really lies in creation. Because that's when we're living in that space between stimulus and response, and we're choosing what is going to happen next. And so we talked about that last week, and how this community is a conscious creation. It wasn't a reaction to a previous community. It was a conscious choice to create something. And that is why we are here. And so this week, I want to talk about, okay, how do we actually live this stuff with everything that's going on, with everything that's happening in the world, with the unrest, with the violence, with the injustice, with the things that we see predominantly that are negative or violent. And there are plenty of wonderful things happening, life happening, generative creativity happening. But there's a lot going on. And how do we embody these principles? How do we create our next chapter when it seems so crazy in the world? That's what I want to dive into today. And so, when we think about all of the stimuli, right? When we think about all of the different things that are happening in the news and the news stories, and this happened and that happened and this violence and that thing and this thing, it's all designed to get us to be reactive, right? Constantly reactive, constantly on a loop of adrenaline rush, right? Constantly on a loop of fear, right? It's to provoke, it's the idea is to provoke that response over and over and over. Our nervous systems don't regulate, right? We feel out of alignment, we feel out of sorts. Right? We feel sad, we feel depressed, we feel angry, all of these things, and these news cycles are designed to feed that and to keep that going. And so my invitation to you is to look at, okay, here's what's happening in the world, here's what I'm being shown a lot of, how do I navigate through this, how do I operate in this, right? How do I create my next chapter in this? Because right now we're in a period of incredible transformation. It is going to be volatile and turbulent for a while. I have been saying this for 3 years. I didn't know why I was saying this in 2022, but I remember saying this for years. We are at the beginning of a roller coaster ride. And so now what we need to do is we can't pretend we're not on the roller coaster, right? That doesn't work. I don't know if you've ever, I'm not a roller coaster person, as you know, and it does not work to try to think you're not on a roller coaster, right? You have to figure out, how am I going to get through this? Right? How do I maintain my center? How do I stay rooted in absolute truth? How do I stay in integrity myself? How do I stay in a responsive state versus a reactive state when everything's going like this? Right? And so that is what we're charged to do right now in terms of how do we live through this stuff. So there's some ways that we can look to and see how different people are responding, right? Or different archetypes for how we want to respond. So one way is I just love the monks who are walking for peace, right? The monks who are walking for peace. And every time I see a photo or a video or something of them, it just makes my heart open, right? And it brings me to this place of recognizing, feeling, and sensing that peace is possible, that love is possible. And not only that, love is moving, it's on the move, right? Despite what's going on in the world, despite all the craziness, there is this movement, there's this steady, quiet, powerful movement, almost like water, right? And water can wear down a stone, water can wear away the most solid surfaces. And that's what the monks feel like to me. Right? It's like this water of peace that's just very gently, very powerfully, very potently dissolving the harsh energy, the congealed energy of separation, right? And so whenever I see them, and what's the dog's name? All of a sudden I forget. Does anyone know the little their dog they're walking with? Yeah, I cannot think of and they have a rescue dog that is walking with them in this journey, and he just had surgery, and so they're moving him along with them. One of the monks was hit by a car hit the vehicle that accompanies them, and then the vehicle hit a couple of the monks. And so one of the monks actually was injured. 2 were injured. One injured very seriously, had to have a leg amputated. And yet still they march. Still they're walking for peace, despite the volatility that even happened in that walk, right? And so there's this one archetype then that we can look to in terms of how do I live this? How do I live my new chapter? And so my invitation to you is to find within yourself that vein, that rich load, that rich vein, that rich repository of peace that is already loaded and coded into each of us from the divine, to find that within and to do your own walk of peace. Whether it's through Walmart, I don't know why that just came up, or whether it's through, there's always something crazy happening at Walmart. You know, there's like, people break out into dance. Like if you look on YouTube, it's like there's like people dancing. It's like always something happening, right? But like your own walk of peace, wherever it is, maybe it's through your relationship, right? Maybe it's through your relationship with your significant other, where you need to walk with peace. Maybe it's at work, where you are called to walk as peace embodied in that situation. And maybe it is in the greater world. You see, we're all called to a different assignment. And one of the things I'm seeing a little bit happening is this sort of shaming and shoulding coming from certain voices on social media about how people should be responding to what's happening, right? Particularly clergy. Like there's this big thing about like what clergy should be doing, right? And how people should be responding. And to shame people into action is literally the same vibration we say we do not want to experience, right? It's not a clean vibration. It's not a clean motivation, right? So to shame people into action or into activity means that those individuals, if they accept that shame, are then moved into action from a place that's not aligned. I should do this. This is what I should do, right? Then it becomes performative. Then it's not rooted in love. It's not rooted in peace. It's not rooted in spiritual principle. It's rooted in, this is how I should be performing. This is how I should be behaving. This is what I should be doing so it looks good or it looks aligned or people like me or whatever it is, right? And the truth is that each of us has our own specific divine assignment, and there's not another human being that can determine what your assignment is. That is between you and God, right? Because we all have a role to play on this planet at this time with what is happening. We're not here by mistake. We are here on purpose. And so our call, our assignment, part of it is each of us has the assignment to wake up, right? To be conscious in our choices, to be conscious in how we navigate. Now, what that looks like is unique to each of us because we're all unique emanations and expressions of the divine. So for some, that may look like you're walking for peace in your company, right? In your company, that you are the touchstone of peace, that you are the vibration of peace, that you are the one who helps your workers, your employees get more aligned and more peaceful, right? That may be your walk. And your walk may be to be on the world stage and to be giving speeches and to galvanize groups of people to move. But one is not better than the other. God has assigned each of us something to do at this time. That is why we're here. Yes. And so my invitation for you is to look at the archetype of walk for peace and look at is there a way that you can be that somewhere, right? If you can be that somewhere. Another archetype that we see that is playing out right now in our world is the archetype of protest, right? Of protest, of marching and speaking and raising our voices collectively and saying no, or saying we will not accept this, right? So there's that archetype of protest. And it is a powerful archetype. It has toppled regimes throughout history. When people come together, when they galvanize together, and when they collectively use their voices and raise their voices, we see incredible things happen. And here's the interesting, I say caveat to that archetype. The protests that are anchored in a vision versus anchored in fear, or I should be out here, or shame, or lashing out, or reactivity, the ones that are anchored in vision are the ones that change the world, right? The ones that are anchored in lashing out, getting back, even resistance, that word resistance, the way we use it in New Thought, what you resist persists. When you are moving with that energy collectively, it creates an even bigger combustion, right? It feeds the fire. And that's why it's so important that if your call is, if your assignment is to go out on the streets and march, if that is your assignment, then you have to be anchored in spirit. You have to be anchored in the rock that shall not be moved. You have to be anchored in really feeling and sensing and wanting and desiring a world that works for all. And creating that through your voice, through your actions, through your walk, through your march. Because if you're there to lash out at others, all we're going to do is see a big combustion of energy that's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more violent, right? And so it's been beautiful to behold our sisters and brothers in Minnesota and to see the numbers of people out in the streets, right, coming together collectively to raise their voices and to protest. That is a beautiful thing to see people that perhaps in the past did not feel like the things that we are seeing now were really relevant to them, right? That is a beautiful thing. And our charge is to hold all protests, for all raise their voices in the collective to be anchored in love, right? To be anchored in peace, to be anchored in oneness. Doesn't mean, and I want to be very clear here, it doesn't mean because you're anchored in love, anchored in peace, anchored in oneness, it doesn't mean you don't feel anger, right? Or you don't feel outraged. So I want to be very clear here. I'm not talking lovey-dovey, performative, oh, Lord, everything's da-da-da. No, you can love deeply and be deeply angry. Anybody in a relationship? Right? You can love deeply and be deeply uncomfortable, right? You can love deeply and be completely outraged. Those things can coexist. So it's important to really bless and hold and support our beloveds who are out, who are called to that action, to support them in love, to support them in being anchored and rooted, to support them in allowing reactivity to dissolve in responsiveness, because otherwise it just creates more and more combustion. Yes, are y'all following what I'm saying? Yes. Oh, yes, deep sigh, huh? Yes. And then there's a third archetype. Right now, with everything that's going on in the world, there's also going on for individuals incredible difficulty and hardship. So many people have lost their jobs, right? We miss it in the noise of other things, right? We miss it in the news cycle. But so many people have lost their jobs, or their businesses are not doing well, right? Or their nonprofits are not getting the funding that they used to get. AI is disrupting so much. With all the good that it's bringing, it's also disrupting a lot. And so there are people who are laid off. Massive layoffs are happening. And so this is also part of the transformation that's happening. And so my question or suggestion is that place of pivot, right? It's now time for you to pivot because the job isn't there, the money's not there, the whatever's not there, and you're trying to figure out, what do I do next, right? Where do I go next? How do I support my family? How do I support these individuals who work for my company, right? How do I do this in this landscape right now? And so this is the time to really get centered and anchored in the practice and the knowing of abundance, not only of money, but abundance of opportunity. There's an abundance of opportunity. Sometimes when we're locked into a certain thing, we're locked into a certain career, we're locked into a certain life, we're locked into certain patterns, it's hard to, and those things disappear, it feels like, oh my gosh, the world is falling apart. But if we pivot, right, if we just pivot, it's, oh, there's a whole new world over here. Right? There's a whole new world over there. Oh, there's a whole new world back there. Right? But it requires making a pivot. It requires expanding the aperture of your consciousness so that you can see the opportunities that actually exist. A couple months ago, I did a training called Manifest Your Next Job. And it was a response to so many people I knew who were being laid off. And what I know from my coaching practice for almost 20 years is whenever I have worked with somebody on either getting promoted or looking for a new role, the number one challenge is mindset, right? Mindset trumps your skill set every single time. And every time I've worked with someone, I'm working on what we call, I'm a spiritual person in case you didn't know. And so I'm working on, mental equivalent, right? Your mental equivalent is what we call it in science of mind. But I'm working on mindset because if you all know this, you know this stuff, believe there's enough jobs out there, it's hard to find a job, right? If you don't believe there's a great relationship out there, you can't find a relationship, right? If you don't know these things, and if your mindset is not shifted, if your mental equivalent if you're not holding the consciousness of having these, it becomes incredibly difficult. And so it doesn't matter how many you send, how many letters you write, how skilled you are, right? It doesn't matter. You can't find it until your mindset shifts. And so that has been, work that I've been doing and applying to different areas and working with clients and with folks in spiritual community. Well, I got this incredible email from someone who was in this last Manifest Your Next Job, and he said, Reverend Rasheryl, what's your address? I'm sending you flowers. I just got a job. And it's exactly what we talked about, and it's more money than we talked about, and da-da-da. And it was just like so incredible to get this beautiful good news, this good cheer, this bounty for someone who the world says is over 50 and there's no jobs, right? And it was such an incredible thing. Hours came yesterday, and then he texted me again this morning a couple of times. Beautiful because it is such an example of even if you're in your own personal pivot, there is something greater than the world. People could just get that. There is something greater than the world. And it will always supply, it will always provide what is needed. The source will always provide resources for us. We have to open the aperture though, right? So when this particular individual who was in this training came in, his story was, I'm a certain age, trying to look for this job, trying to make a certain amount of money. There's not a lot of jobs out here. All the story, right? We know the stories, right? That was the story. And so working on expanding the aperture to wait, there's something greater than me that exists. Wait, there's something greater than me that knows my qualifications. There's something greater than me that knows exactly the right fit for me. And the more that I open to that, the more those things come into alignment until it's a match. Right? This is not magic. It's not magic. This is the way it works. The job was already there. He didn't magically create a job for this individual. It was already there. He couldn't see it because he wasn't open to it, because he was consuming the world story. He was letting the world source code run him so he couldn't see possibility. Once he got into the divine source code, then it's like, oh, the aperture opens up. Right? And here is a possibility. Yeah, are y'all following what I'm saying? Yes? So if you are in this time with all that is going on, I'm aware that there are individuals who are really, really struggling, right now. And so my message to them and my offer to them is to, as painful as it is, as difficult as it is, find ways to get aligned with the divine source code. And that means spending time in meditation. It means spending time in prayer. It means surrounding yourself with individuals and community who walk the walk and speak the talk that we all believe in, right? Because it's come here on Sunday, but if you leave here and you spend the rest of the week with going, oh my God, there's no jobs. Oh my God, there's no this. Oh my God, there's no good men. Oh, there's not enough money. I'm broke. I don't know how I'm good. If that's how you spend the rest of your week, guess what your experience is going to be? Right. So these are the things, these are the ways that we begin to live this experience. Right? You can't talk one thing here and then your language and your talk and your belief is something else outside. Yes? So the other thing I have been doing this month is I have been listening to all night. I sleep with what is it called? Hypnosis, thank you. Hypnosis recordings, right? And there's one hypnotist I really, really like from Mind Valley was on there. And self in all of the stuff that's going on, and all of the ways I'm ministering to others, all the counseling I'm doing, and my corporate work, I need to be fed as well, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't have more time in the day, but I can play this subliminal at night, right? I can put the subliminal on, and I can tell how my mind is moving differently. I can tell the clarity that is emerging. And so why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because if you think you don't have time to actually shift your consciousness, that's not true, right? It can happen while you sleep, right? Because here's the thing, y'all, the subconscious, right? The subconscious runs everything. The subconscious believes in stories and lack and limitation, stuff that was implanted when we were children, and the world implants on us. That story is so powerful, it runs everything. And so you need super, super powerful, why do I want to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? That's what I really want to say, right? What'd you say? Yes, my childhood, exactly, right? That was one of my, I was a kid. So anyway, what is needed now, though, because the world story is so strong, and social media makes it stronger, what is needed is that we have got to support ourselves in ways that we may not have considered before, right? And so for me, like, doing subliminals or that kind of thing while I'm sleeping, I'm like, yeah, I need to know the consciousness of the person. Like, there's just a lot of suspicion or trepidation, let's say, I would have about that. Like, who is this person? What's their, where they're from, before I sort of let them into my sleep situation, right? But you know what? It's supporting me. It's energizing. I can tell there's some shifts in my thinking that are emerging organically during the day, and it's like, oh, okay, right? So I'm offering this to say all kinds of ways that you can support yourself when you're not here. Start using them, right? You know, I should get a commission from YouTube, because I always say YouTube is like this incredible channel that costs nothing for you to, you can learn anything, meditate, new meditations, qigong, all kinds of ways. You can have YouTube, if you work from home particularly, you can have YouTube playing stuff all day long that's going to lift you up, right? That's a positive message that's going to lift you up, because your subconscious is soaking in all of that information. And this is how you then begin to support yourself through the pivot. Yeah, are y'all following me? Yeah? So you don't need money. You don't need a coach, right? If right now, I can't work with a practitioner, you don't need to. It's called YouTube, right? It's called YouTube. Use it. And I love listening to the master teachers, Michael Beckwith and other people, Eckhart Tolle, Wayne Dyer, love listening to all these individuals who are speaking truth and pouring truth into us, yeah, because they're coming straight from source. Better than ChatGPT. I mean, Chat can help you in some ways, AI can help you in some ways, but that direct download from source through a human being is incredibly powerful, and it costs nothing to access. These are the ways we begin to live this stuff. Come in here on Sunday, be part of the community. Take classes when there's classes offered, right? Volunteer, help us build this community and expand it. Yes? And then in your own spiritual practice, use tools that support you and support your subconscious. It's going to be more and more important and critical as things accelerate and heat up, that your subconscious programming is very, very strongly anchored, because we are still near the beginning. We're not halfway through this roller coaster ride yet. still sort of in of it. It's turbulent, right? Are y'all following what I'm saying? Yeah? Okay. All right, beloveds, let's turn within, shall we? And before we turn within, I want to make a pitch for join this community. If what I say here resonates, become a member of this community. We have a new membership class on February 1st. We'll tell you where it's going to be. And it's an opportunity to join in with us and build this community and expand this message out into the world. So I invite you into that. And so as we turn within, how good it is to just recognize that divine presence, the presence that is inexhaustible, that is indestructible, that has no beginning, no ending, that is forever and ever expressing the presence that we call God, that is all powerful. That presence that moves and lives and has its beingness through and as each of us, this presence that loves, that radiates love, that is light, that is peace and harmony, the presence that is that which created us out of itself. It loved us into existence. There is so much love for us, so much. We are loaded and coated with this divine love. And so what I am knowing then is that each individual in this space and online, each one is absolutely blessed. I speak a word of health for each individual, knowing that each one is loaded and coated with health and vitality in the cells, in the organs and tissues and functions and systems of the body temple. I claim health. I claim vitality. I claim longevity. I claim ease and flow. And I speak a special word of blessing this morning for Hector. Right where Hector is, God is in all of its glory, all of its power, all of its grace, radiant health surging through his body temple. So grateful to know and speak the word for financial abundance and ease this morning, knowing for individuals, our beloveds who are struggling financially, who are feeling and sensing and experiencing lack and limitation. I claim abundance. I claim flow. I claim divine source, resourcing each one, knowing that anything that would block or hinder, delay is dissolved into nothingness. And I speak the word this morning for relationships, knowing divine, right relationships are unfolding for each individual, knowing the presence of God is showing up as a significant other or as friends or community or companionship everywhere for each one. This is what I know and claim. We are blessed. We are blessed. We are blessed. And I know that we are blessings to this world. And I speak a special word for our beloved human family in Minnesota, knowing right where each one is, God is, God is. And we take a breath here and we shine love and light into those communities, into the hearts and minds, into the crowds, into each participant, each human being, the leadership, the political leaders, each one, a unique expression of God. And we call forth the heart and the compassion and the love and the givingness and the overflowing peace of pure spirit, knowing that our beloved human family is comforted, is guided, guarded, protected, and directed. This is what I know. And so I am grateful this morning. I'm grateful to know that each of us understands our divine assignment, and we get to step in, we get to moving. And for this, I am so grateful to speak the word and to be here, to be of service. I release this word now unto the law. It is complete. It is done. We stand together, and so it is, and so it is. Amen.
This next song is, thank you, Rev.
Thank you.
Love you. This next song is by two of my dearest mentors and some of the just like Jamie Lewis, some of the great composers in our milieu and our field of praise music, and it is Valerie Joy Fidmont and Reverend Deborah Johnson. It's called Rise Above. In this life, there is pain and sorrow, but above the clouds, love is a rainbow. Beyond our fears, seas of temptation. Yeah, right? God's shore is our foundation. You got to see with love, come on, rise. You got to see with love, rise. Now when you're burdened with a heavy heart, and all you want is a fresh new start. Turn to spirit to change your views, yeah. Break it down, look at it. No matter what it is you are going through, there is a spiritual place you are ascending to. Rise above the clouds and pierce through the rain. There is a joy and a peace you are sure to gain. Embrace God's grace forever present. Find access to every blessing. Live in the yes and confirm the truth. You got to see with love so you can rise above. Come on. You got to see with love. You got to see. Come together. Come together right now. Rise above. You got to see. Come together now. You got to see. Rise above.
Me? I heard that I keep blocking my mic in some way. Everybody can hear. Okay, cool. All right. Oh my gosh, thank you. And that song, Rise Above, that's very...
Words and music by
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay, I thought both of them wrote.
Yes, I said
Oh, okay, good. Okay, great. All right. It's time for our offering. Yes. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I love y'all. Okay. So, you know what? Thank you so much for your financial support of this community. It helps us be in this beautiful place. It helps us have this incredible music. It helps us get this message out to so many people. I don't know if you've noticed our YouTube channel is growing, and our reels are getting more and more views. I'm getting more people reaching out to me, asking questions. And so it's a beautiful thing, and we will spend a lot more conscious investment of time this year in dollars to expand even further beyond these walls with this message. So thank you for your that. So now, Joni and Audrey are going to collect the offering. When they bring the basket by, if you will hold it in your hands and bless it and pass it on. And we're going to sing Thank You for This Day as our offering song.
Can I add something?
Yes.
We do have a birthday.
We do. Whose birthday is it?
Weren't you the one who
What did you
had a
say?
birthday?
Who is it?
Your mama.
I know.
Sorry, I phrased that in a weird way. But we had talked about how that should be acknowledged. It would be just nice to do that.
Yes, you want to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Mama, are you ready? She's like, what is about to happen? So should we sing happy birthday? All right, so let's sing happy birthday to Reverend Sherry. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Celebrating all month, so we'll let you know where the celebration happens next. We started at Italy on Thursday, which was my mom's actual birthday, so we'll let you know where the next one is. Okay, so with that, let's begin our offering of gratitude in checks.
Thank you for this day.
Thank you.
For this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day.
Man, that band is incredible, is it not? Ooh, my goodness gracious. Okay. What'd you say? Oh. What did you say, Zach? I said my wallet is growing in my pocket. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay. I like it. Okay, so let's bless this beautiful offering. So just repeat after me, beloveds, and you can put your hand on your heart or just reaching out and open. Divine love through me, blesses and multiplies, all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Oh, life is good. God is good. God is abundance. And abundance is mine. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our production team, Director Scott McCauley, joined by Paul Wolf. Thank you. Thank you to Morgan Marr for setting up our altar and sacred space. Thank you, Marilyn Lawson, for keeping us on time. Thank you, Nicole Jordan, our remote assistant who does all the OOS every week.
Hey, Nicole.
Thank you to Fran Peck, our practitioner who is remote, who holds high watch throughout the whole service. We have our guest vocalist, Etienne, France. And our new music director, Thomas Hughes, on keys. We have Jamie Larkin on the drums. And your praise team is Kelvin Hatchett and me, Jenna Brown.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. And I get to do announcements today. I'm so grateful. So morning meditation is back, and it is joining Reverend Rasheryl every morning, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 9:30. And you can join on Zoom, and it's a soulful, centering start for your day. So we get to just come in and just be present. And so the Zoom link can be found in your email, in our newsletter, and also on our website. So we also have pre-service meditation. So we invite you to arrive at 9:30 on Sundays for a pre-service meditation. Join us for this grounding meditation before Sunday service gathering begins. All right. And hold on, we're moving around. New member workshop. As Reverend Rasheryl had mentioned earlier, if you're curious about becoming a member of Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living, we invite you to our new member workshop facilitated by Reverend Rasheryl McCreary. And this will be a welcoming in-person workshop that takes place next Sunday, February 1st, from 12 to 1:30 p.m. And you'll be introduced. She's looking at me like, really? It's next week? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So next Sunday. So you'll be introduced to our core spiritual teachings, our shared vision and values, and just have a space to explore these areas in your life, and be ready to be transformed. And that we just create this amazing impact and within ourselves and in our lives. There's no cost to attend, but registration is required. And you can register for it on our website, and you can find, again, the link in our newsletter or online. So please sign up if you're here and would like to sign up. You can also see Marilee after service. So, and our annual member meeting will be March 1st. So those new members, if you choose to be a member, you will be acknowledged and welcomed in for an installation on that day, March 1st. So our annual meeting will be from March 1st, 12 to 1:30. We'll let you know where that is. This is an in-person gathering, and it's a time to reflect on our first year. We just had our 1-year anniversary, so this is time for us to really come in and give you an overview of what has occurred this last year and share our vision for the year ahead. You can ask any questions and just engage in some community dialogue. Attendance is part of our membership commitment, and existing members will be asked to vote on some key items to shape our path forward. And we'll be meeting here, actually, at UCC in the sanctuary. So today there's prayer from Reverend Dr. Sherry after service. And if you'd like to receive prayer, please sign up in the back. You'll be called in the order that you've signed up. And for private prayer
let her know.
requests, you can also write them down and submit them confidentially in the prayer box. And they will be prayed over during the week. So next week, we have Gina Renee and 7,000,007, our musical guests. So they'll be back with us next Sunday.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Let me hand it off to Rev.
Thank you. Couple of things I just want to say about our announcements. Thank you so much, Audrey. Trying to figure out what to do with this mic pack. Okay. So one thing is, the annual meeting, I want to just apologize. We had to shift the date to March 1st because of some medical things and some other things, and I want to make sure the entire board can be here for the meeting. It's important for the entire board to be meeting with us, and so it was just unavoidable, and we had to move the meeting to March 1st. So if you blocked out your calendar, I apologize, and if you will shift it to March 1st, that's when we'll do the annual meeting, which is the business, discussing the business of the center. And the other thing I'll say is today, actually, there's no prayer. Sorry, I didn't tell you this before. There's no prayer after service with Reverend Dr. Sherry because of the Vision Board workshop. So my recommendation for those of you who are registered and signed up and ready to go to that, grab some lunch, grab something to eat, and then we'll head to where that is taking place, okay? And that is, yes? Can we still sign up for the Vision workshop? Yes. Yes, if you would like to sign up for the Vision Board workshop, please do so in the back. Okay, is that it? That's it. Can I just say, I was sitting there, and when Audrey said the new member meeting is February 1st, I'm like, what is she talking, next week? I'm like, it's not till February. What is happening? That's next week. Okay, so if you want to be a member, you want to join, you need to, because we don't have a space, you know, we have to locate homes or wherever we're going to hold certain things because we're renting space here and they don't have space available. We really need you to register so that we understand who's coming and we can communicate to you the location because we're not broadcasting people's homes online. Right? So I know we're used to doing things at the last minute, but if you want to be a part of this community and be in a workshop, you've got to register early so we can let you know where it's going to take place. Okay? Thank you. All right. Take us. Oh, do we have anyone here for the first time? Hello, hello. Welcome. I was trying not to put you on the spot by making eye contact. I didn't want to go, is there anyone here for the first time? But so beautiful. And if you feel comfortable sharing with us who you are and how you found us.
Yeah, my name is Carol, and I can play more Dan, please.
Okay, wonderful. Well, welcome. It's beautiful having you here. And if this message and community resonates with you, I hope you'll visit us again. Yes, thank you. All right, so with that being said, let's sing our way out of here. I release, everybody. Let's stand up and do I release and let go. Repeat after me. I live my new chapter. I respond instead of reacting. I embody spiritual principle. I am anchored in the rock and I shall not be moved. And so it is. Have a great week, everybody.
Woo-hoo.